Hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's Chris, Mr. Moneyfingers, Haddad, and as you may or may not know, my whole shtick is that I help copywriters, media buyers, vendors, entrepreneurs, pretty much anybody who wants to make money using the written word, use emotion and storytelling in their copy to dramatically increase your conversions, sometimes even doubling them, as I've done in the past. Actually, I had one offer where I quadrupled conversions shockingly easily using these techniques. But what I want to talk to you about today is actually a little bit different. This video is specifically for copywriters who are freelancers out there in the world. As you may or may not know, I spent the first 5 or 6 years of my career as a freelancer before I evolved past that and became a vendor, making quite a bit of money selling things like Language of Desire and other offers on ClickBank. But I want to teach you one really important lesson that I actually learned from the great John Carlton back in the day. I feel very lucky to have called John a friend at this point, but he's been a mentor of mine for a long time. And one thing that John says that I've taken to heart after all these years is that as a copywriter, as a freelancer, it's your job to be the adult in the room, and you must always remember that your client is not your boss. See, a lot of times when folks are earlier on in their careers, or even when they've gotten a bit deeper into it, they fall into the trap of deferring too much to the client. But here's the deal. If a client comes to you and hires you for 3, 4, 5, 15, 20, 50, I've gotten over 100 grand for letters before, they're doing so because you are the expert, because you have a skill that they do not. And it's entirely too easy as a freelancer to defer too much to your client when they go through your copy and they redline it all over the place and do all sorts of things like that. But that's not the deal that you have with them. You are not their employee. You are a vendor. You are someone they go to on the outside who has expertise they don't in order to give them the conversions that they really need. Sometimes what you'll find is that you'll write something for a client and they'll come back and they'll say, "Oh my God, I don't want to run that. I think it's too energetic. I think it's the wrong voice. I think it's not professional enough." One thing I used to do when I was working as a freelancer was in my contract that I had with my clients, it would say, "You must test the copy I give you as I give it to you." Because what will happen sometimes is they'll go through, they'll change your copy and then they'll put it up there on the world and they'll take all the energy and all the juice out of it and then come back to you later and say, "Oh my God, Chris, your stuff didn't convert." Anyway, I hope that's kind of useful, kind of a shorter video and just kind of direct. But remember this, be the adult in the room, be the person in the room who is prepared, do your research, do your work, never get emotionally involved in what you're doing, never get angry, never fight with your client. And always remember, your client is not your boss. Your client is somebody who is hiring you because you know what the hell you're doing and you are a professional. Hopefully that was helpful. Bye-bye.